Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the president, the founder, and the CEO of the Space Force Association, Colonel Bill Wolf.
Wow. Wow. Good morning, everybody. How's everyone doing this morning? Good morning, everybody. How's everyone doing this morning? Thank you. We're going to try something here in just a little bit. I want to say thank you for showing up here today. And what I'm going to talk about, just very briefly, because now I got to get us back on track, is why we're here. But first, let me just say thank you, Jennifer, General Saltzman, Chief Bentivania, Mrs. Bentivania, where is General Whiting, Chief Simmons, all the senior leaders here today from the Space Force, all the senior leaders from industry. It's so important that we gather here over the next couple days to talk about the challenges facing our United States with regard to freedom of action in the space domain. And that's really why we're here. So we need all of them. We've got to create this gathering to get everybody together and talk about how we're solving these great power competition problems. So we're not just going to sit here and listen, we're actually going to stay engaged. But how do we get here? 5 years ago, I thought it was a good idea to start the Space Force Association. And it's funny where we've been. I was just talking to Bill LaCorey backstage, where we did a quick space warfighter talk when they announced the Spacepower doctrine. And I said, sir, we got to get this information out. And that's really what this is. The Space Force Association is a platform to have a dialogue, to have a discussion and solve problems. The other reason why we're here is because we have a team of volunteers. Over 100 volunteers are allowing us to put this conference on. You'll see them because it says Space Force Advocate on the t-shirt. And that's what I call SFA volunteers, our Space Force advocates, because that's exactly what they are. They can't be in the Space Force, but they want to support the Space Force. And some of them are Space Force members. You're going to see Mike Sullivan later on today, Master Sergeant Mike Sullivan, who started, there we go. He started the SFA Creator League because he said, hey, you know what I think would be a good idea? Which, by the way, I dare you, I dare any of you, throughout these next couple of days, to tell me what you think a good idea would be. Matt, what happens when you tell me what you think a good idea is? You get to be in charge of whatever you thought that good idea was. And that's what SFA is about. It's that platform so that you can join and get involved. Chief Bentivania asked me to say just a few things about SFA and what we're doing. Chief, I'm now the accordion. We're already off schedule, and so guess what? I can't tell you all the great things that SFA is doing because I got to get us back on schedule. Now, we do have an SFA pavilion in the exhibit hall, and so please go over to that pavilion, learn more about what SFA is. I will say just a couple of highlights, though, that we're really excited about. I don't know if you saw in the NDA language, we were able to get Space Legacy Guardians included into the NDA language, so all space operators who were in the Air Force can now be recognized as Space Force veterans. That's a big deal, and that's something our legislative committee has been working on for the past 5 years. The other thing is the SFA Awards program. We're super excited to recognize excellent guardians tomorrow night at our awards gala. What I really appreciate is our integration with some of the superheroes of the domain. Mr. Jared Isaacman went and took some space devices up into orbit on the Inspiration 4 launch, and then went and presented those operators' badges back to Air Force Academy cadets after he came back. So there's a graduating class of Academy Space Force Guardians that have space operators and lieutenant badges that were flown in space. That's what SFA is about. I especially like the SFA logo on the NASCAR. That was really cool, but it really is about getting the word out. So let me take a quick roll call. Space Operations Command. There he is, all right. Space Training and Readiness Command. rock. We can do better than that. Let's start over. Space Systems Command. Jennifer, I think we can do it. I think we can. Is Futures Command set up yet? General Bratton, what's happening with Futures Command? There it is. Jennifer, do you think I can do it? Do you think? Matt, do you think I can? Okay, you guys ready for this? This is really important. We got to get excited about this. We're going to celebrate the Guardian Arena here in a second. Let's just talk about how excited we are to be here and demonstrate that very quickly. If I say space, you say, thank you. That was fixed. So when I say space, you say, we're getting there. When I say space, you say, space, space. Let's light this bottle rocket. Play the video, please, Byron. Thank you. Have a great day. Let's have a good time, okay?